Lisbon doesn't rush you out. It lingers just long enough to make leaving feel like a mistake. There's something about this city that softens the edges of time. Hills layered with tiled rooftops catch the morning light. Trams rattle through narrow streets like they've been doing forever, and the Tagus River stretches wide and calm as if it already knows where you're going next. Today is boarding day, the start of a new chapter, but Lisbon clearly didn't get the memo that we're supposed to be leaving.
The morning begins slowly, because Lisbon insists on it. Coffee tastes stronger here, conversations last longer, and even walking feels slightly more intentional. There's a quiet understanding that the best way to experience the city is not to rush through it, but to let it unfold around you. And just when you think you've got the rhythm figured out, Lisbon adds one more layer.
That becomes clear the moment you step inside Igreja de São Domingos. From the outside, it blends in with the rhythm of the city, just another historic church among many. But inside, everything changes. The space feels raw, almost unfinished, as if history decided to leave its fingerprints behind instead of polishing them away. This church survived the devastating earthquake of 1755, one of the most destructive natural disasters in European history. Entire parts of Lisbon were reduced to rubble, and São Domingos was no exception. Then in 1959, a fire tore through the interior, leaving behind scorched pillars and blackened stone. When it was restored, those marks were left visible on purpose.
And it hits you immediately. Red-stained stone, blackened columns, a space that feels both damaged and completely alive at the same time. Lisbon doesn't pretend things never happened. It remembers them, and then carries on.
That contrast follows you through the streets where something completely unexpected is waiting just a few minutes away. Hospital de Bonecas, the doll hospital. Operating since 1830, it's one of Lisbon's most unusual institutions and somehow one of its most fascinating.
At first, you think it's going to be cute. Then you notice the drawers, eyes, limbs, tiny porcelain heads all carefully organized and waiting to be restored. It's impressive and just slightly unsettling.
But there's real craftsmanship behind it. Generations of artisans have restored dolls here, some of them over 100 years old. It's delicate work, repairing not just objects, but memories.
Which is very beautiful, until you lock eyes with a shelf of dolls that all seem to be looking back at you. I handled it well. Joe did not.
I was simply respectfully alert. From there, Lisbon shifts again, this time into something lighter. A small window, easy to miss if you're not paying attention. A queue of people, and a drink that looks far more innocent than it is, a gingina.
This is Lisbon's cherry liqueur, served in a tiny cup, sometimes chocolate, which felt like a great decision at the time.
It starts sweet, almost gentle, and then it reminds you what it truly is.
His face after the first sip was very informative. Joy, followed immediately by reflection.
From there, the city opens up creatively at LX Factory, once an industrial complex, now one of Lisbon's most vibrant cultural spaces. Old warehouses filled with studios, cafes, and ideas that clearly refuse to stay quiet.
And then you walk into L'Air devagar, and everything slows down.
Books rising in towering walls, walkways weaving between shelves, and above it all, a suspended bicycle, just casually defying gravity.
Standing on the upper level feels like hovering inside a story. It's quiet, thoughtful, and somehow comforting. Lisbon reminding you one last time to slow down.
And then, without really asking, the day shifts. The Lisbon cruise terminal comes into view along the Tagus River, and suddenly this isn't just a city visit anymore. It's a departure point.
There's always that moment. City behind you, ocean ahead, and a very clear feeling that things are about to change.
As the ship begins to move, Lisbon unfolds one last time. The hills, the rooftops, the rhythm you've just started to understand. And then, standing quietly along the river, one final landmark remains, Belém Tower.
For centuries, it guarded the entrance to the Tagus River, watching ships leave, watching explorers disappear into the unknown.
And now, as the wind picks up and the city slowly fades behind us, that same river carries us forward.
Lisbon doesn't disappear quickly. It lingers, just enough to make sure you remember it properly.
And before we go, one last question for you. Which Lisbon landmark once protected the city's harbor and still stands as a symbol of Portugal's age of discovery? A. Jerónimos Monastery. B. Belém Tower. C. São Jorge Castle. D. Rossio Square.
Drop your answer in the comments. And be honest. Confidence is great. Accuracy is better.
Send this to someone who keeps saying they'll travel one day.
Because one day tends to turn into never unless you actually do something about it.
Next stop, the open sea.
And trust me, this story is just getting started.
We have a winner, and I am not being chill about it. Someone just took that leaderboard apart like it was light practice. Moves were intentional. Timing was locked. Confidence, unbothered. Big congrats to our champion. You absolutely showed out. Your notification is about to land quicker than a live patch update. Keep an eye on your comments. We'll grab your details and get that prize moving your way. Smooth process, zero chaos. Didn't see your name this round? Don't switch tabs on us. This isn't a one-off highlight. It's an ongoing storyline, and the next chapter is about to drop. Fresh reset, clean board, new energy, so power up those fingers, because the next spotlight, it might land right on you. No hesitation, no slow reactions, no watching from the sidelines. Stay bold, stay sharp, stay locked in. Let's see who takes it next.